Everyone, Chrissy Etheridge here, the Oilist. So today we're going to talk about a business avatar and what that means for you in your business, because as a doTERRA wellness advocate, you own a small business, and in order to create proper advertising on your social media feeds, you really need to know who in the world you're talking to, right? So what I want you to do is get a piece of paper out. And I want you to make 3 columns. I want you to make a column of your personal demographics, your job, and you can put these as headers. So personal, job, and hobbies. So that's what you would put in on your piece of paper. Just make 3 columns. That's going to be easy. In the first column under personal, I want you to write your age. I want you to write male or female, whichever one you are. I want you to write kids or no kids, and then underneath that put how many kids. Underneath that, I want you to put what their ages are, okay? So kids or no kids. Underneath that, put their age ranges, and you don't have to put their names or anything. This is just really an age range concept. And then underneath there, maybe you have grandchildren. You can put that as well. That would fit under this column. And then underneath that, I want you to put, are you married or not married? Okay, so just married, not married. Okay, so that's really easy. And then the last thing that you would put in the personal column is where do you live? Okay, city and state. Underneath city and state, what I want you to do is categorize that into rural or urban, or city life or country life. I don't care, however it makes sense to you. Farm life or city life, I don't care. Small town, big town, however it is, but you really need to put that into a category under where you live. In the next column, under job, the very first thing I want you to do is write in there career or job, because these are 2 different things. Your career, maybe you're a career person. You've gone to formal education, you've gone to schooling for what you do, and you plan to be in this career for a long time. If you write job, then you're in a transitional period, right? Your job just pays the bills, but you're not sure what you want to do for a living. So right now you're just doing something that's going to make the money, right? That's the difference between a career and a job. The second thing that I want you to write under job is whether or not it is an hourly or a pay per job kind of pay, or is it a residual income concept like life insurance or, selling homes, things like that. Those are, selling homes would be more of a pay per job, but, a lot of times we look into whether or not we get paid per job or we get paid later for something that we did last week or a year ago. If you don't know the difference, that's okay. If you get a paycheck every Friday or every other Friday, you get paid per hour. So that would be something, you're an hourly person. And then in the last category, what I want you to do is I want you to put hobbies. Now, under this category, I want you to list things like, do you own a dog or a cat? Like, are you a pet lover? Are you on a farm where you raise large animals? Do you garden? Do you collect something like crystals like I do? What do you do for exercise if you do that? Are you like a yogi, or are you a runner? Do you do Zumba? Do you go to a gym and you do CrossFit? Like, I want you to put these in this category under hobby. And then also list in hobby religion, whether or not, it's a nature-based religion like shamanism or paganism, or is it a formal religion like Baptist or Catholic, things like that. Go ahead and put that. If that doesn't even fit you, don't even put that in that category. But these are important for you to list out. Now, the reason why I did this is because a customer avatar, and the reason why we did this exercise is a customer avatar is a way that a business creates an ideal customer. And an ideal customer is what businesses focus on every day when they put out ads, when they put commercials together, when they put products together, when they think about their product lines. If they create a product line, they are looking at their ideal customer, not their average buyer, but their ideal customer. That's what a customer avatar is. For you, how is this relevant? Well, when you make posts on social media about your doTERRA business, you want to keep your focus in on a customer avatar and not just a large umbrella of catch-all. Who's going to listen to my ad about lemon? No, you're going to direct this to a very specific person. Now, let's give some examples so you can understand how you would start creating your customer avatar for yourself. Now, ideally, your customer avatar is going to kind of look like you. If there's some things about you that you would want to change, then that could be part of your ideal customer. You need to try to name your ideal customer, so you can refer back to him or her when you look at creating an ad. My customer avatar is Susan. So is Susan going to like everything that I'm going to put out? Is Susan going to buy the idea or make the recipe or put the diffuser together or think about this health concept? Is Susan going to pay attention to that? And so name your avatar when you start thinking about, so you can refer back to your avatar's character when you're creating your information online. Now, what this does for you very specifically is it just limits that broad targeting. And let me explain to you why. So let's say, for example, you're scrolling through social media and one of your friends puts a post out there about buying something they're selling, right? They put out the month of the promo month, the deal of the month, right? Well, if you don't even know how to use that product, the deal of the month is really irrelevant. And to be honest with you, when people post on social media deals of the month that are relevant to me as an already established customer, that's fine, because you tell those customers that you already have what they're going to do with their product. But technically, you should have them in a different group. Maybe you've got a private Facebook group or an email application that you're sending information to, right? In doTERRA, if they have the right email set up in doTERRA is doing these monthly specials for you. It doesn't mean you don't talk about it in your private Facebook groups. About the specials, who's getting them, how to use the products. But when you use Instagram, for example, or a public Facebook page in Facebook, you might not have customers in there, right? You're going to have regular people in there that aren't a customer yet, and you want to figure out how to attract them. And what you're going to try to attract is a specific group of people that are very similar to you. Why? Because that's who you're going to relate to. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to capture other people, but if you keep a focus in on who you're talking to, it's going to help you develop your marketing strategy a little bit better. It's going to help you direct how you advertise. And let me explain how that works. So let's say, for example, I try to post information about pregnancy. Well, I haven't been pregnant in 20 years. I didn't use essential oils when I was pregnant, and I have absolutely no idea the effects of pregnancy and essential oils or the benefits. And so I'm not going to give any testimonies whatsoever about pregnancy and essential oils because I don't relate to that, right? But maybe you are a mother of a small child. Maybe you've gone through pregnancy using essential oils. You would totally be relevant and being able to post that information about how, like a certain oil helped you with back pain or sleeping or indigestion when you were pregnant. Maybe I try to post something about essential oils in cats, even though I don't own a cat and I don't use essential oils around it. I'm going to really struggle to connect with people about how to use essential oils with cats because I don't have any pictures of my cats running around my diffuser and how I know for sure that I feel comfortable. What I do have, though, is I do have issues with stress. And my relevancy currently right now in my situation, working and being, a professional and being an entrepreneur and trying to figure out how to juggle all of that, I do relate to that. And so my post and my story for the day about using an essential oil to help stay focused or help stay calm or relaxed might be super relevant. And it would draw to people that are connecting to me, which then would connect to the post. Maybe I go outside and I try to walk for the first time because I'm not super active and I want to become active, but I'm going to deal with sore muscles. And so when I get home, I put an Epsom salt and some deep blue in my bath and I post about that and how it helped me. Then I'm connecting to myself, which is going to connect to my avatar because that's who I'm directing my information to. Does that make sense? So when you look at your particular marketing strategy when it comes to social media, you really want to make it very, very relevant to your avatar. And most of the time, our avatars look a lot like us. They actually reflect an image of who we are directing towards, specifically in doTERRA. Now, this isn't always. If I were to go work for a company that sold granola, then I would have to make sure that my advertising marketing strategy was all towards people that were interested in maybe non-GMO, farm to table, the grass-fed cows from New Zealand, whatever it was that I was looking at if I was working at a granola company. Or maybe I was working at a certain makeup company that was non-animal tested. And so I would always advertise about different, makeup in that brand. But what I want you to understand is that you are selling doTERRA essential oils to a specific marketing person, your avatar, that's typically going to reflect around who you are and what circles you run in or what interests you have. Okay. And it's going to make it a lot easier for you because it's going to keep all of your posts very, very relevant to your doTERRA business because it's going to be a reflection of what's important to you. Maybe it's something that you want to aspire to be, so you become a reflection or an example of the avatar you want to become. Maybe you want to focus in on specifically a group of people that you want to help in your doTERRA business. Maybe you want to completely switch gears and not focus necessarily on the oils, the essential oils. You can do that in your private groups for your customers, but maybe you're really more into, remember the thing that I had you write down underneath your job section, whether or not you worked hourly or this business entrepreneurial concept that you have. Maybe you want to help women entrepreneurs that are 40 something years old in their second career become their own business owner. There's a lot of people on social media that focus more on the business side of doTERRA than they do the oil side of doTERRA. Their focus is on that female entrepreneur that wants to create that home-based business, that wants to be financially free or time-free. And that's where you need to connect with the person that you want to connect to. Don't just post random information about lemon on your Facebook page. You need to put information about how you used lemon today. You can post the health benefits if you want, but how did you use lemon today? Let me give you an example. Yesterday, I used lemon with honey to help boost my immune system while working in New York City, while trying to stay healthy around all of these, sick people around me. It's exhausting. And sometimes I need an immune boost. And so during my post, I not only posted information about my New York experience, but I also posted a picture of there about a honey shot and a lemon and how I used it and why it was helpful for my health. I didn't overwhelm people with a lemon post. I showed them how I used it relevant to me, and then what's going to happen. People that might be in my certain situation, maybe people that are out there working nonstop and feel like their immune system is declined, or maybe they're in healthcare and they completely relate to everything that I just posted about. They're going to be more drawn to going to the link to follow to get samples or find more about how lemon can help you. I didn't overwhelm them with information and all of the, exact things that Essential Life or the Modern Essentials book listed about lemon benefits. I just showed them how I used lemon in my life. Does that make sense? People want to relate to you. They want to relate to what you're doing. They want to relate to you and why you're doing what you're doing. and how they can mimic that. Really, that's what society is all about, is you find people that you take a little piece and a little chunk from, and you start to look at them and go, I like that personality. I want to be a little bit more like them. I like what they wear. I want to be more like them. I like their hairstyle. I want my hairdresser to cut my hair like that. Ooh, I like the eyeliner and that wing. Let me see if I can learn how to do that. That's how people learn in society. And because we have that social media avenue right now where we can put out in social media anything that we want, you get to create your ideal customer. So I hope that makes sense. I really want you to focus in on who you are and who your ideal customer and who your avatar will be, so you can start focusing your social media to that person. It will help you figure out what post to put, and it will help you get a customer base that really resembles you, and it really creates this forward motion of your business. So you guys have a blessed day. I hope this makes sense, and I hope you guys can use this in your business. Bye.